with a commitment to fairness and equality, and he is continually challenging us at GreenThumb and our community gardeners to find creative ways to bring the benefits of urban gardening to a wider audience. Please give a very warm GreenThumb welcome to Commissioner Mitchell J. Silver.
Short presentation. I want to thank Kelly Krause, who had the Dignity Archives, from our communications staff, for help putting this together. But I also want to acknowledge the mayor always said that the Parks Department has the greatest swag. And you'll see this when, in fact, you know something, get the cameras ready. I want to show you how much I appreciate the swag. Let me model it for you.
Right, so the temperature. So if you don't want to have a spillover, you want to have your temperature between 110 and some people say 110 and 130, right? And then you can mix it and go do something else in the house, and you will never have a spillover, right?
And that was both like
yeah.
Right.
So you mix your lye and you let it cool down to about 120.
Okay.
Right, that's ideal, right? In the classroom, with the time we have, it's not ideal because we'll be here for a little while and then, but I think we only have an hour and something, right? Okay, so right now, ice. Don't touch. Just leave it. Yeah, because it will burn your hand. So since I did that, let me say, vinegar is your best friend when you're making lye. You don't use vinegar in your soap, but just in case you have a spill, like I just dropped my thermometer in there, so I won't touch it. I'll get my gloves to get it, but I will clean it down with the vinegar, and the vinegar neutralizes lye. So if you get a little spill on your soap, have the lye handy right away, and you just wipe it on. You don't have to, panic or freak out or whatever, like I did when I first made soap. I really freaked out. So, but if you have a little nick on your hand, the vinegar is going to sting a little, but it will neutralize the lye. It wouldn't burn your skin. Okay. If you give me a second, I can grab my. Okay. So, and you always want to use gloves. I have a bad habit on top. It's glycerin, and it's natural glycerin. So it's really good to make soap because you get to scoop out a little bit of that natural glycerin, and you can, I use it under my eyes or wherever I think I'm looking.
I have a cold, and that's okay. But I'm at the 34th annual Grow Together conference, and believe it or not, Grow Together has been in existence for 40 years. Isn't that cool? It's been here for 40 years, and I'm so happy to be at the conference on their birthday. So it's really, really awesome. So I just went to the soap making workshop. I'm probably gonna go to the exhibits and see what's going on there. And then after that, I'm gonna pick up lunch. They have an awesome t-shirt this year. I can't wait to show it to you guys. They have a really nice t-shirt. And then after that, I'll go to my next session. And you're with?
New York City Compost Project.
Awesome! I'm from Kelly Street Garden and College Avenue Garden, and we love your compost.
Yeah, we love compost too.
Great. So what information are you giving out today?
We have a worm bin, so people can learn all about the role that worms play in composting.
Yeah.
We have a game where you can figure out what worms eat. And then we're giving away tons of educational materials on composting, how to use compost, how to make compost, all that fun stuff.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
Thanks for speaking with me.
Yeah.
I am accompanied by my co-presenter and primary organizer today, Leah Lucero, from the Lower East Side Ecology Center. Tell us what you do.
So I'm also an outreach coordinator at the New York City Compost Project, hosted by the LUS Ecology Center.
If you're in Queens, like we have the gentleman here from Queens reached out to me earlier, we can come out to you. We can come out to you. We have people in every borough, so if you're not in Queens or Manhattan, then we can still come to you to provide technical assistance, site consultation, even in some cases free compost. But we'll get to that. What about you, Anna?
I think what I really got out of the Master Compost class was some of the technical information, definitely, but also just a much better understanding of the compost resources that are available in the city. And I can sort of be a resource for everyone I know. They can come to me and ask, oh, where can I compost in my neighborhood? And I can tell them, you know, even if I don't know, I can tell them who to ask or where to go to find that information. And I feel like I'm really empowered to help people connect to waste processing in a more personal way.
You're asking like at home where you keep it?
Yeah.
Oh, where at home? Oh, sorry. You could keep it in a cool area. I would say that's the best place, like maybe in your closet. Just someplace where it's not in the sun.
Okay. Just start breaking down. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
So yeah, whoever wants to.
We have a bucket available right here. One.
So could we, MCs, could you help split up the group?
Yes. Well, we have here. Not everyone has to get dirty.
I think we're fine here. One at a time.
Okay, so now that's the
Yeah, you guys can
And then this is what?
This is the coconut.
Oh, she did.
You could do two if you want, or you can just do one of each, and then as long as you're consistent with each part.
Okay. And this is what again?
This is coconut coarse. It's like, you know, when you open up a coconut and the inside's kind of hairy.
Yeah.
It's basically all of those hairs.
And they put it through a machine to get it like this, right?
I would assume so.
You use two of these too, right?
Yep. You guys mind if I take a picture of you guys mixing up?
because it's an education space, there's a lot of grow as much variety as possible, and then introduce people to that variety.
The end of it, right?
As a matter of fact, when they come out, and then a lot goes to other organizations like Crab Chicken comes and picks up from us, number of soup kitchens that we have. And we
Okay, I'm back. This conference was so awesome. I really enjoyed it, and I really thought it was very thought-provoking, and I really learned a lot. Thank you for watching this episode. I really enjoyed showing you around the Green Thumb conference. Thank you, Green Thumb, for creating such a wonderful conference for us urban farmers. I made some lovely soil that I'm going to be using to plant my seedlings this year. So that's what I'm going to go do right now. Once again, thank you all, my creative thinkers, for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.